Mason, are you free? I'm at the supermarket buying groceries, but I don't have enough money to pay the bill. Can you transfer me another $50?
What? Didn't I give you $200 this morning for groceries and food for this month? You stole my money to buy something for yourself, right? You really are just a clueless gold digger.
I didn't steal your money to buy myself anything. It's been 2 years now, and I don't even have enough money to buy a new shirt because you didn't let me work, and you didn't give me money to buy things for myself. Every time I talk about it, you scold me again, call me a gold digger, a wife who can't spend. But the amount of money you give me every month is really very little, and I even had to drive 15 miles to a supermarket on the edge of the city just to buy things at a discount.
What are you saying these things to prove? That how hard it is for you to figure out how to spend all my hard-earned money and find a way to earn more? Don't dream. If you are really a wife who knows how to calculate and take care of everything, then tell me, what more did you buy today but still lack $50?
I only buy what you tell me to, right? You gave me $200 this morning, but because the electricity bill is past due, and if we don't pay it today, they will cut off our electricity to our house. So I have already paid $100 for the electricity bill. In addition to the necessary items such as shampoo, soap, toilet paper, I also bought beef like you asked for yesterday because you said you wanted to eat steak. And also your wine and beer. If you don't want to pay extra, I'll leave you a bottle of wine and a pint of beer, okay? Or should I switch to a cheaper one so I can still buy you 2 bottles of wine and 2 pints of beer?
What? You want to buy me cheaper wine and beer? That's ridiculous. You want to let this breadwinner, the only one who has to go out and earn money to support you, drink cheap wine? What do you mean? Are you trying to say that I'm useless, so I don't earn a lot of money, so I have to suffer this kind of abuse from you?
Mason, it's not what you think. I understand that you like to drink, but drinking too much is really bad for your health, and it's also very expensive. So I think maybe you should drink less.
What? How dare you say my only hobby is expensive? If you really love me, why don't you leave your shampoo and dish soap and buy me wine and beer?
But those are all monthly necessities.
So? Why don't you know how to save money? You can add more water to the empty shampoo bottle, shake it up, mix the remaining water, and voila! You have a new bottle of shampoo again. You could do the same with the dishwasher soap. Why are you spending it so frivolously?
But Mason, I've done the same thing.
Then you could cut your hair. That's right. You can cut it, so you won't need any more shampoo. After all, you're just hanging around the house all day with that ugly look. No one is looking at you, but you have to wash your hair.
How can you say that about me? Didn't you always say in the old days when we were still dating that you liked seeing my bare face and long hair the most? Why do you want me to cut it now, just to have enough money to buy alcohol?
Until now, are you still stupidly believing those words? Do you know when every time I see you walking around the house with your hair down, I get goosebumps because it's like I'm in a horror movie? When flirting, what man doesn't lie to please a woman? Men's nature is to conquer. And when you're nothing more than an old piece of theirs, sooner or later, you'll be thrown in the trash. You should feel lucky we're not divorced and I kick you out of this house. I really don't understand why in the past I was able to marry an orphan who was not properly educated by her parents. Oops, you don't even have parents.
How can you insult me like that? What did I do wrong to you that you scold me so badly?
I didn't say anything wrong. You're just trying to shift the blame onto me.
Fine, believe whatever you want. I'll return all the groceries and let you buy them yourself. Maybe then you'll understand how difficult it is to manage our expenses.
Oh, now you're just pretending because you can't steal my money anymore.
I'm not pretending anything. I'm tired of your accusations and insults. I want you to see what it's like to handle everything on your own.
You won't last a day without me providing for you. I knew it. You're just causing trouble to get out of doing your responsibilities around the house.
That's not true, Mason. I'm trying to make a point about our finances and how hard it is for me to manage everything with the little money you give me.
You know what? Cutting your hair won't fix how useless you are with money. You've always been a burden to me, and now you're trying to act like a victim to get sympathy.
How can you say such hurtful things? I've supported you through thick and thin, and this is how you treat me?
You call that support? You're nothing but a leech, sucking the life out of me with your constant demands.
I never wanted it to be this way. I just wanted us to have a better life together.
Better life? Ha! As if you know anything about making a life better. All you do is waste every cent I give you.
I've been doing my best with what little you provide. But no matter how hard I try, it's never enough for you.
Because you're incompetent. You can't even handle simple tasks like managing our finances or keeping the house in order.
You never let me do anything. You always undermine me and make me feel worthless.
That's because you're worthless. A useless, pathetic excuse for a wife. You're nothing compared to...
Stop it. I won't let you belittle me anymore. I deserve respect and love, not this constant abuse.
Respect? Love? Ha! You don't deserve anything from me.
Stop. Just stop. I don't want to hear anything from you. Hello, my dear Leanna. What's up? Do you still remember me? Why has it been so long since I saw you coming home to visit me and my mother? Have you forgotten about your mother-in-law and sister-in-law? My mom keeps talking about you. Oh, hi, Nikki. No, I haven't forgotten about either of you. I've wanted to visit Mom and you for the weekend, but these days, Mason is so busy, and I can't leave him alone here. So, please don't be mad at me. Oh, come on, Leanna, I'm just kidding. You know how much my mother and I love you. Actually, today I texted you to ask if I could come to your house to stay for a few days. I have a business trip there soon, and fortunately, your house is near my company's branch. So I thought it would be very convenient if I could stay with you for a few days. Do you mind? Of course not. You can stay here as many days as you want. Let me clean up the guest bedroom for you to stay. I've been sleeping in that room for the past few days, so it's a bit messy. What? You and my brother sleep separately? Did Mason bully you and nag you about something? No, it's not like that. Lately, I've been having trouble sleeping. So I have to go to another room to sleep to avoid disturbing Mason since he has to go to work early the next day. You don't have to defend my brother. I've lived with him since I was a kid, so I know his personality well. He is short-tempered, stubborn, and always wants others to obey his orders. Sometimes I think back, and I don't understand how a gentle, beautiful, and talented person like you could accept giving up your career in your hometown to move there and live with my brother. If I were a guy, I would have taken you away. It's not like that. Don't think badly of Mason like that. When he's not drunk, he's really nice to me. What? Drinking alcohol? Since when did Mason start drinking? In the past, just the smell of alcohol made him uncomfortable, right? But why are you talking like that? So every time Mason gets drunk, does he do something outrageous to you? Oh, no. It's not like that. When are you coming up here? I want to cook you a delicious meal. There's no need, Leanna. I just want to eat the usual food you always cook. I'll be up there this afternoon, and then I'll talk to Mason to see if he's treating you well.
Leanna, what did you say to my sister? Now you've even managed to get my sister to stand up for you? You're nothing but a cunning witch.
What? I didn't say anything to Nikki. I would never drag others into our arguments.
Oh, so you didn't say anything, but somehow Nikki knows we've been sleeping in separate rooms? And she knows I've been drinking lately. She's questioning me and threatening to tell my parents.
I might have accidentally mentioned it, but I didn't reveal the reasons behind it. And if what you're doing is justified, why are you afraid of others finding out?
You think you're smart. Is there someone backing you up that makes you dare argue with me right now? If you're smart, you'll apologize and beg for my forgiveness immediately. If not...
If not, then what? Are you going to hit me? Is that what our marriage has come to?
You're pushing my patience, Leanna. I won't tolerate your disrespect any longer.
Disrespect? You've been disrespecting me from day one. You belittle me, insult me, and treat me like I'm beneath you.
You're my wife and you should obey me.
I'm not your puppet, Mason. I deserve to be treated with love and respect, not as your punching bag.
Watch your words, Leanna. You'll regret talking to me like this. Don't think that you're protected by my parents and sister. and that you could just do whatever you want. Let me remind you of something. Nikki will only be here for a few days. If you dare to say something bad about me to her, be careful. You should know your place. You're just an orphan that no one needs. If I were to divorce you right now, you'd have no one by your side, and you'd become a useless orphan that no one needs like the old days.
Fine. I won't say anything about you. You know, Mason, I'm not afraid of getting divorced from you. I'm just scared of losing the love and support from your family, who have been there for me when I had no one else. I don't want to lose that connection.
Ha! Finally admitting it, huh? You should be grateful for everything I provide for you. You wouldn't survive on your own without my money.
That's not true. I never wanted to live off your earnings. I want to contribute too, but you never let me.
You should feel lucky to have a talented husband like me. I provide for you, and you should be grateful for that.
Grateful for what? Your constant belittling and emotional abuse? Mason, I'm not your punching bag.
You're asking for it, Leanna. If you don't change your attitude, you'll regret it. Nikki's about to arrive. You better throw on a smile and act like you're having a wonderful marriage so that my sister can tell my parents and they'll give me this house in peace.
What's wrong with your face, Leanna? Why do you have bruises all over your face like that? It's happening again, isn't it? Huh? Nikki, what are you talking about? What's the matter? These bruises are because I didn't pay attention to the ground, so I fell and hit my face against the wall. Leanna, you don't need to pretend anymore. This isn't the first time, I know it. Did Mason hurt you again? Judging from the extent of the bruising, it must have been a few days ago. Did he hit you right after I left your house? You ended the call just now when I mentioned the bruises on your face. Why didn't you tell me first? If it weren't for our video call today, you probably would have endured without telling anyone, right? Tell me, since when did Mason treat you so badly? It's not what you think. It's just that, while he was drunk, Mason accidentally hit my face with his hand. Accidentally? You don't have to hide anymore. During the days I stayed at your house, I had a feeling that your marriage wasn't as happy as you try to make it appear on the outside. Have the conflicts between you two been escalating? What? Who told you that? Not at all. Mason and I are still very happy. You don't have to hide it anymore. The other day, when I brought clean clothes into your room to store, I accidentally dropped a shirt on the ground. When I bent down to pick it up, I saw a set of your pillowcases under the bed. Were you sleeping on the floor at night? Every night when I pass by your bedroom, I hear Mason yelling at you with harsh words. I was very angry and was about to rush in to protect you. But it seems like you always wanted to hide and not let anyone know about your abuse. So I had to helplessly leave. I thought you were just having normal conflicts, and then you'd make up and be happy again. But I didn't expect my brother would dare to hit you. Are you protecting me? Why is that? Mason is your real brother, right? And I'm just a stranger. Who told you that? You are my sister-in-law. My parents also love you very much. They treat you like their own daughter. Honestly, sometimes I feel jealous of you because it seems like my parents treat you better than me. Plus, even if Mason is my real brother, the way he treats you is unacceptable. Leanna, I've been worried sick about you. I can't believe you're living like this with Mason. It breaks my heart to see you in such a situation. Nikki, it's not as bad as it sounds. I'm trying my best to make things work. But don't tell your parents right away. I don't want them to be so worried and angry that it affects their health. I don't know where the conflict began, but I think you should find a way to solve it. Or is it because you've been married for a long time and have no children, so there's such a conflict? Maybe now that you might have children, Mason will realize his wrongdoing and change? Having children's laughter in the house might reduce and resolve the conflict. Although I also want to have children, I don't want to make my child become a tool to fix our problems, nor do I want them to be born into an unhappy situation like this. Just stay calm. There's no need to worry. I will try to find a solution myself. Trying your best? Look at yourself. You're a shadow of the vibrant and confident woman I knew. I can't stand seeing you like this. It's not all Mason's fault. I made choices too, and I thought I could handle it. Choices? What choices? You moved away from everything you knew, your career, your friends, just to be with him. And what did you get in return? Abuse and insults. I thought he would change, that he would treat me better. You can't change someone who doesn't want to change. Mason is toxic, and he's dragging you down with him. Everything that happens at this point is not your fault. Are you always thrifty, not caring about yourself, and spending the whole day doing housework for whom? Men? They only like beautiful girls, strange things. You're a woman, and if you don't take care of yourself, you'll be at a disadvantage. If you don't love yourself, who will love you, Leanna? I'm scared, Nikki. I don't know what to do. You don't have to be scared anymore. I'm here for you, and I won't let you suffer like this any longer. Right now, I will drive to your house to pick you up. I will make you a real princess, help you find the glory you once lost. Together, we will make Mason regret what he's lost.
Hey, Leanna, where do you think you're going without coming home to cook dinner for me?
Oh, Mason, I'm not cooking tonight. You can order your own pizza for dinner.
You've become a spoiled woman these days. All day long, wearing heavy makeup and buying all these new clothes. Now you even dare to let your husband starve for a night out. Who are you trying to seduce?
Isn't it ironic? You mock me when I dress up to meet my friends and insult me by calling me a ghost when I'm not wearing makeup. What do I have to do to please you?
You dare argue with me now? Or are you sneaking around with someone? Found a new gold mine to dig, huh? I've never seen the dresses you've been wearing these past few days, have I? Where did you get the money to buy them? If you're not having an affair, then you must be stealing my money, right?
That's enough. Don't think you can say whatever you want just because I've been patient with you. Nikki bought me those dresses. It has nothing to do with your money or any other man.
Oh, now I understand. You're determined to spend all of my family's money, right? Now that you can't waste my money anymore. You're trying to flatter Nikki and get her to give you money to go out with these other guys. Your behavior is disgraceful. When there's money involved, you just throw away your self-esteem.
It's ridiculous. I am going out with friends, the boys Nikki introduced me to. Nikki suggested we hang out together. Moreover, I go out very openly, not hiding as stealthily as you imply.
What? Nikki introduced you to other guys? What the hell is going on? Is she encouraging her brother's wife to have an affair? I'll teach that girl a lesson for daring to deceive me.
What? Are you still thinking of hurting your own sister? I forbid you to touch Nikki. If you dare lay a hand on her, I will make sure you don't live in peace.
Oh no, I'm so scared now, huh? Are you and Nikki fighting together against me? Do you think what you're doing is something to be proud of? Why are you bragging about it? A married woman colluding with her sister-in-law to have an affair. Who do you think people will believe when they hear this story? What a spoiled woman.
You call me spoiled just because I went out to eat with those boys? Oh, please, we're just friends. And besides, Nikki was also with us. It was a simple dinner. You're being too sensitive and overreacting. Or is it the one who excuses himself that accuses others?
Wait, what? Does that mean Nikki was on that date too? Why didn't you tell me sooner? But what did you just say? You mean I'm cheating? I've had it. I work hard to earn money, and I still give you all my salary every month. Where would I get my money to keep a mistress? Stop talking nonsense.
Oh, is that really true? Because it seems like the truth is not quite what you say. Every month you make money, but you're stingy and only give me very little, not enough to cover the expenses of the house. And when I ask for more money, you scold me, saying I have more money than sense? Yes, you're poor, but only poor when it comes to your wife. You have money for your mistress, branded clothes, cars, phones, and expensive jewelry. Isn't that too much? Don't think no one knows what you've been doing.
Ha! I get it now. You're desperate to divorce me because you know you can't get any more money from me. So you're rushing to get a divorce to find another rich man to cheat with, right? That's why you made up the story about me having an affair. To win sympathy from my sister and our parents. So they defend you, making you the victim and me the villain, right? I never thought you could be so naive.
Oh, come on. I didn't make up anything. Nikki herself told me this story. A few days ago, when she took me to the beauty salon, she confessed that she overheard you talking to your mistress and even followed you to meet her and take her shopping. Nikki said she was shocked and embarrassed to have a brother like you, so she pretended to be me on your behalf. She also said that you're a jerk, not worth my sacrifice and patience, and maybe I should divorce you. And that sounds like a pretty cool offer.
What? This is terrible. She's my sister, but she ruined my family's happiness?
Happy? Are we really happy? Even without Nikki saying it, I could already vaguely guess that you have a hot side chick out there. You didn't come home for many days in a row, but every time you did, you would get drunk and call out another woman's name. Because of my suspicions, I took advantage of your drunken state to pick up your phone, and among the cheesy love messages that made my skin crawl, I also noticed the money transactions to the same account with the same name as the woman you keep calling out. I'm not stupid. I know what's going on.
Okay. Since you already know it, I won't hide it anymore. That's right, I have someone else. And I'm tired of seeing you walking around like an ugly zombie. So get a divorce and get out of my parents' house now. And don't bother my family anymore.
Your house? Are you kidding me? This house belongs to your parents, and they're just letting us stay here. You have no right to kick me out.
You think my parents would defend you over their own son? Don't be naive. Sooner or later, they'll give me this house because I'm their biological son. They won't let you take it away from me.
Oh, you're in for a surprise. Your parents already know about your behavior, and they're not happy with it. They've told me that if we get divorced, this house will belong to me, not you. They also said they'll punish you for your actions and throw you out of the house.
That's not true. They wouldn't do that to their own son.
They wouldn't tolerate their son mistreating his wife either. They've seen how you treat me, and they're disappointed in you.
I didn't mean to treat you like this. It was all just a big misunderstanding. I'm sorry, Liana. Please don't kick me out of the house. I have nowhere else to go.
It's too late for apologies now. You've hurt me too many times, and I can't keep living like this. I deserve better than this toxic relationship.
Please, Liana, give me another chance. I promise I'll change. I'll treat you better, with love and respect.
I've made up my mind, Mason. I can't continue living like this. The divorce papers are ready. I left it on the night table in our bedroom. Sign it, and I'm going to file them.
Please, Liana, don't do this. I promise I'll change. I'll do anything to make things right between us. I know I don't deserve it, but please give me one more chance. I'll prove to you that I can change.
As the days passed, I knew I had made the right decision. Filing for divorce was not easy, but it was necessary for my own well-being. Mason's behavior only worsened after the confrontation, and it became evident that he wasn't willing to change. The divorce proceedings were emotionally draining, but I had Nikki by my side, supporting me every step of the way. She stood up for me just like I had never expected, and her love and care made all the difference. With her support, I found the strength to stand up for myself and break free from this toxic relationship. As for Mason, his life took a turn for the worse. His parents were disappointed with his behavior and stood by me during the divorce process. In the end, they decided to cut ties with him due to his refusal to take responsibility for his actions. He lost his family support and was left to face the consequences of his choices. On the other hand, my bond with Nikki grew stronger as we faced life's challenges together. We became each other's pillars of strength, and I couldn't be more grateful for her presence in my life. With Nikki's encouragement, I pursued my passions and career opportunities that I had given up in the past. I began rebuilding my life, piece by piece, and rediscovered the vibrant and confident woman I once was. Nikki and I grew closer than ever, and in the process, we found a deep and beautiful connection. We became each other's rock. The love between us transcended the boundaries of just being sisters-in-law. Our friendship blossomed into a genuine sisterhood, one that we cherished dearly. As the years went by, Nikki and I continued to support each other through life's ups and downs. We celebrated each other's successes and offered a shoulder to lean on during tough times. Our friendship brought us joy and fulfillment, and we cherished the beautiful bond we had formed.